Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Kushairi bin Bangati and my metric number is 18CD180056. I'm from Group 7 and our title, our project title is increasing the line efficiency by using time study, work sampling, and line balancing in the McDonald original fried chicken process. Okay, my group member is Muhammad Fakrul Zaman, Muhammad Amir Aiman, and Muhammad Izzat bin Badrin. Okay, I will present the introduction. Industrial engineering is an engineering profession that works to optimize the complex process, systems, and organization. The objective of the project is to improve the production line in McDonald restaurant by applying the method of direct time study, work sampling, and line balancing. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Fakrul Zaman bin Ahmad Firdaus, metric number DD180018. So today I will talk about literature review. Direct time study. Direct time study is a structured process of directly observing and measuring human work using a timing device. The purpose to establish the time required for completion of the work by a qualified worker when working at a defined level of performance. For example, stopwatch time study, historical, predetermined data, work sampling. The data are analyzed and used to determine the time needed to complete the work with a defined speech. Okay, next is work sampling. Work sampling is the procedure, analysis, and evaluate the work time of the worker in specifically defined categories. Work sampling is also called as the activity sampling, occurrence sampling, and ratio delay study. This is an effective way of supervising the performance of the worker and individual over a certain extended period of time. Line balancing. Line balancing is a production strategy that involves balancing operator and machine time to match the production rate to rate at which need to complete a product in order to meet customer demand. Line balancing is done to reduce or eliminate the waiting time in the workstation of an assembly line which run in one piece flow. The benefit of line balancing is reduce waiting time, reduce waiting waste, reduce inventory waste, reduce production cost, and increase profit. That's all. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Izzat bin Badrin, and I'm going to present about methodology in this study. In this chapter, I will explain about the method used in conducting this project, as well as the procedures of making the iconic McDonald's fried chicken, or also known as the Ayam Goreng McD. So this is the flow chart of McDonald's fried chicken. It starts with preparing the chicken, and next is rubbing salt and pepper onto the chicken. The chicken is then breaded before dunking in wet and dry mixture for 2 times. The dunked chicken will be deep fried and the excess oil will be removed before serving. There will be 3 methods used in this study, which are direct time study, work sampling, and line balancing. Direct time study is a direct and continuous observation of a task with the use of a stopwatch or other timekeeping device to record the amount of time it takes to complete the task. There are 5 steps taken to apply this method in the study. So the first step is defining the task that will be done to give a clear idea of what will need to be done ahead. Next is to divide the task into specific or detailed elements. So each element can be analyzed thoroughly. The next step is to measure the time required for each element. The fourth step is to calculate the average cycle time for each element. Once the normal time has been acquired, standard time can be calculated. Next is work sampling. Work sampling, or also referred to as random sampling or activity sampling, is a work measurement method where it involves observation of the work at discrete time intervals. Uh, there are 5 steps in conducting this method. The first step is to take a preliminary sample in order to get an estimation of the parameter value. The next step is to calculate the required sample size. After that, a schedule of observation needs to be prepared. Fourth step is execute the observation as scheduled and rate the performance of workers. The last step of this method is to determine the normal time and standard time using the formula. There are 5 steps. Next is line balancing. So in line balancing, there are 5 steps in this method. And the first one is create a precedence diagram. Precedence diagrams are made based on the largest candidate rule. The next step is to calculate the cycle time. After cycle time has been obtained, theoretical minimum number of workstations can be determined. Next is efficiency of the line is calculated, and lastly the idle time of the production will be determined. Next is result and calculations. Based on this table, the total mean cycle time is 63 minutes, 64.4 minutes for normal time per unit, and 66.12 minutes for standard time per unit. In this table, elaborate about the demand, working hours, production rate, number of workers, and salary in the McDonald branch. So based on the previous table, the working time per month obtained is 25,200 minutes per month. That is within 2 shifts, while the cycle time is 382 minutes. The chicken per month is 12,168 pieces per fryer. So it will need 6 minimum fryer in order to cope with the monthly demand of 90,000 chicken per month. Therefore, the working time is 420 hours per month. In line balancing, the cycle time was calculated using Ct equal 1 over R, which equals to 11.2 minutes per cycle. The minimum workstation is 6, and the actual efficiency is 93.75% with an idle time of 15.4 minutes. This is the precedence diagram, which is drawn based on the work element and predecessor table. As you can see, the total production time is 63 minutes. By doing the line balancing analysis, we acquired a total of 33.2 minutes of idling. Next is direct time study. In direct time study, the total standard time is 66.12 minutes. The worker's wage is 0.125 ringgit per minute. The total labor cost per production is 8.265 ringgit.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amir Aiman bin Muhammad Sauti, and we will proceed to discussion. The method has been used to improve the line is a combination of line balancing and also work study methods. Line balancing was used to measure the effectiveness of proposed solution and also to measure the efficiency of the line, while the work study is used to identify the opportunity for improvement as well as to evaluate the effectiveness of the proposed improvement. So for the improvement, for usual, in one cycle, they fried 40 pieces of chicken and they need to use 6 deep fryer every day. So we have calculated for another number of pieces to be used if they want to minimize the cost. If they fry 50 pieces per cycle, so one complete cycle time is 40 minutes. And without wasting time, we will proceed to comparison between the original and also for the improvement. As you can see, for the improvement, we fried 50 pieces per cycle and the complete cycle time increased into 40 minutes per cycle, while the total standard time decreased into 63 minutes from 66.2 minutes. So the number workstation needed is 5, which is decreased 1 workstation from the previous. The line efficiency a bit decreased into 90% from 93.75%, but it's not a big difference. So for the conclusion and also recommendation, based on this project, we also get to relate the learning process for industrial engineering subject with the real life situation. So here show the number of deep fryer used is decreased by 1, and this will decrease the cost uses per days. Their layout should be arranged to easily shift from workstation to workstation. Proper workplace layout plays an important role for employees by enabling them to easily perform shift tasks while minimizing the risk to employees. The recommendation for the number of pieces per cycle was given a big decrease in efficiency, but it only small value. But from that, the number of fryers used can be minimized, and also this will cut the cost for the production. Okay, thank you.